So it's been a couple years since I've had my 1988 Chevrolet Nova twin cam, and unfortunately things have taken a turn for the worse. The car is now in the junkyard. Just kidding. This isn't my car. I just happened to stumble upon this in the junkyard. This is a pretty rare find. One of 3,000 ever made. It's very sad. But it looks like it hasn't seen the road in a very long time. It's covered with leaves and dust. So my guess is that nobody had been driving this car for a very long time and just finally made it up here. So somebody had informed me that this twin cam was in this junkyard, so I drove all the way out here in my twin cam, and I didn't really need anything. My car is actually pretty well set. There's no real broken parts. Everything works really well, but I figured there's so few of these cars made that I might as well come here and see if there's anything worth salvaging off this car, just in the off chance that I get in a fender bender, because there's just very few of these left. And if I don't take parts off of this car, I might not ever have the chance again. So I think what I might focus on are some interior bits, because that stuff seems to be the most brittle and the most likely to break and crack. But as you can see, the interior of this car is really bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find much, but let's take a look around and see what we can salvage. All right, this one has 202,000 miles on it, so that's kind of nice. It saw some good use in its day. This is so weird looking in this car because it looks just like mine. Let's see, maybe it's worth trying to save this factory radio. Because I have like a crappy aftermarket Sony stereo. I think it'd be kind of fun to just put the original back in. I mean, when was the last time you even saw a Delco stereo like this? Most of them have been replaced. All right, look at this. Can I get it out? Awesome. Retro Delco radio, 1988. I'm pretty excited about this. I know it's stupid. It's like old technology. The radio generally kind of sucks, but it'd be kind of nice to bring my car back to the factory state rather than having a kind of crappy aftermarket 90s stereo in it. Okay, what next? You know, I think maybe this taillights? It's hard to say. You know, you just never know what's gonna get broken. I feel like taillights might be something that could get broken. When am I gonna come across Nova taillights ever again? I mean, I really rarely see these cars in the junkyard, especially a twin cam. All right, so I think I'm gonna try to take these taillights. I might also try to take the strut tower brace, because that's something that you just don't see very often. So that might be coming with me too. All righty. Who knows if that's ever gonna be useful, but maybe. Okay, I've just about got one taillight. There we go, pretty good shape, just needs a good cleaning. Let's check the other one. Whoa, what is this? Is that what I think it is? This car is from the 80s, and I have found cocaine in a car before. What do you think? Do you think this is the real deal? If anybody wants to find out, row 18 of the Monrovia LKQ pick-apart. Come grab it. You know what? I'm just gonna take this and clean it up and hang it on my wall. I don't think I'll ever need it, but it's kind of cool. You don't see these very often. And the wheels aren't in the best shape, but I kind of feel like I might want to save these too, just because this might be the last set you could ever get in a junkyard. These are extremely rare wheels. They're not worth anything, but I don't know. It just seems weird to just let them get melted down and turned into a new Hyundai Venue. This Nova has seen better days. It's pretty crazy to see how in terrible shape this car is, but look under here, how shiny this paint is. It looks like it's off the showroom floor. Now the thing about a car like this is that there's just so few of these left. I feel like I want to save everything, but I don't have space to keep all this stuff, and who knows, what will I actually ever end up doing with it? This car has a special two-tone interior that did not come with any other Nova. So if I don't take this, it's probably going to be gone forever. And I don't know, maybe that's okay. I feel like I should try to save it, but at the same time, coming to a junkyard like this, you kind of at some point you think, well, some of these cars just have to get crushed. It's sad, especially with a rare car like this, but everything comes to an end at some point. junkyards are kind of a depressing place. At the same time, I'll save a few parts here, and hopefully, you know, if anything ever happens to my car, I might have a couple extra parts. Or the 2 other twin cam owners that I know, maybe they'll need a part or 2. So couldn't save everything, but I saved a few things. Let's look around and see what else we can find here. I might get a lot of hate for this, but I've always liked the oval, round, bubbly Taurus. I have no idea why, but I like this design. That's probably a character flaw that I like this design, but I really do. I kind of want the SHO from this generation. Loads of PT Cruisers here. Those cars just don't get any love anymore. I've seen about 10 of them already. Oh, look at this probe. Oh, so sad. That looks like a rough hit. Ouch. Now from the back, you might think this is a Corvette, but no, this is some really bad body kit on a Mitsubishi. Let's go take a look. That looks awful. As much as I have love for the 3000 GT, this one right here, this one probably belongs in the junkyard. I've always been a fan of this generation Maxima. I actually own 2 of them. Great cars, good engines, pretty quick for the era, really comfortable, rides really nice. Oh, here's another one. Two very different minivans from the 80s and early 90s. Toyota Previa, super round, mid-engined, Chevy Astro, very, very traditional old school style right here. Remember the Mercury Sable with a light bar? It's pretty sweet. I'm tempted to take this just because everybody needs a light bar, right? Mount this on my wall, put some LED lights behind it, that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, now this one over here, this is another sad one. A Geostorm GSI. I've always wanted one of these things. Here's another one that I'm kind of bummed about. This 4x4 Tercel right here. These things are so cool. Body actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. This right here just seems like a car that should have never made it to the junkyard. Look what I just came across, a Geo Metro convertible. You don't see these things very often. This thing is adorable. You know, that's one of those cars, they didn't make very many of them, not worth very much. Obviously somebody cared enough about that car to throw some nice wheels on it, but here lies its fate. So I got a few things that could help fix my Nova up. Got a few things that are just completely stupid and useless purchases. This was all very, very expensive. This little bit right here was over $300. So as much as I wanted to try to save more parts from that Nova, it just would have been cost prohibitive. It was a little sad day to see all those cars that I love being junked and scrapped, but it was also nice to find some parts to keep my Nova twin cam going. All right, I think that's gonna be it for today. We'll have more videos of my fleet of weird and obscure and slightly broken 80s and 90s cars. We'll have some new car reviews, some used car reviews, and maybe a road trip or 2. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later.
150.
I have a bit of 150. 160. Any advance on 160 for this Chevrolet Nova, a highly prized example of Japanese design and American workmanship in the late 20th century.
170.
Now, come on, ladies and gentlemen, nothing above 170. You're one of the best-built automobiles of its time.
190. 200.
Yours, sir, for $200,000. The gentleman on screen 17.
Chevy Nova. No wonder they gave it a 6-year, 60,000-mile limited warranty.